In a world before money, before gold, before empires, what was true wealth? It was time. Time captured and stored in the one thing that mattered most: food. Our story begins long ago, on the banks of a roaring river teeming with life. This isn't just any river. It's a superhighway for salmon, a seasonal pulse of pure protein. For the people living here, this bounty was both a blessing and a challenge. How do you make a feast that lasts only a few weeks feed you for an entire year? This is where human ingenuity sparks into a flame. They didn't just eat the salmon, they transformed it. Watch as they pull fish from the water, their movements practiced, economical. They build intricate racks from wood and vine, laying out fillets to be kissed by the sun and the wind. This is drying, one of humanity's first great inventions. But the sun isn't always reliable, so they turn to fire. Not just for warmth, but for flavor and preservation. They dig pits, build hearths, and enclose the fish in a thick, aromatic blanket of smoke. Smoking doesn't just dry the meat, it infuses it with compounds that ward off decay, creating a food that could last for months. It's a culinary and chemical revolution happening right before our eyes. And they go further. Digging into the earth, they line deep pits with stones, creating natural refrigerators, cool and dark. These are the first caches, the first pantries, the world's first food banks. Inside, they carefully stack the smoked salmon, layering it with dried berries and insulating it with furs and leaves. They are literally burying their future, entrusting it to the earth. Each preserved fish is a deposit, a guarantee against the lean times, a stored piece of summer to be withdrawn in the dead of winter. This is how a community decided it would not just survive, but thrive. They were no longer just hunting and gathering. They were planning, engineering, and investing. They were building a future, one smoked salmon at a time. But when you create wealth, you attract attention. The smell of smoked fish, of life and abundance, travels far on the wind, and it calls out to the other great powers of this world. The first challenge comes not from people, but from a true titan of the Ice Age, a massive cave bear. Drawn by the scent, it lumbers into the camp, a mountain of muscle and fur. With a single swipe of its powerful paw, it demolishes a drying rack, scattering the precious food. The people don't run. They grab torches, their flames dancing in the twilight. They form a wall of fire and noise, a human barrier against a primal force. This isn't a fight to the death. It's a contest of wills, a raw negotiation for resources. They drive the bear back, not with brute strength, but with courage and cooperation. As night falls, the camp is probed by new threats. The shadows move, and from them emerge the glowing eyes of a pack of hyenas. Their eerie calls echo through the trees. They are clever, persistent, testing the defenses, looking for any weakness, any opening to snatch a piece of the stored wealth. The people respond with vigilance. They stand guard in shifts, armed with spears and loud cries. Their collective presence a shield against the scavengers of the night. It's a constant, draining battle, a reminder that security is never guaranteed. The threats aren't just from carnivores. A herd of wild boars, with their powerful snouts and sharp tusks, becomes a new problem. They are experts at finding what's hidden, rooting and digging at the earth, threatening the secret caches buried beneath the ground. The people have to innovate again, reinforcing their pits with heavier stones and camouflaging them with greater skill. They learn the habits of their competitors, setting up diversions and noisy traps to lead them away. Every challenge is a lesson, forcing them to become smarter, more organized, and more aware of the complex world they inhabit. Then comes the ultimate windfall, and the ultimate test. A colossal storm tears through the landscape, and in its wake, a mammoth lies fallen. It's a lottery win, an unimaginable bounty of meat and fat and ivory. But they are not the only ones to find it. A saber-toothed cat, the apex predator of this age, has already claimed the prize. Its fearsome teeth, long as daggers, are a clear warning. How do you challenge a killer like that? You don't do it alone. The hunters approach as a single unit, a thinking, coordinated organism. Some create a distraction, throwing rocks and shouting to draw the cat's attention. Others use the terrain, advancing from the flank. They use feints, false charges, and a wall of spears not to kill, but to intimidate, to posture, to convince the cat that this meal isn't worth the fight. It's a high-stakes dance of nerve and strategy, and when the cat finally retreats, the victory belongs to the group, not to any single hero. Through these endless challenges, a new and powerful idea begins to form, something more profound than smoking fish or building caches. A kind of memory-based currency, a social credit system, is born. Think about it. Who helped build the racks? Who stood guard against the hyenas? Who faced the bear? Who risked their life at the mammoth kill? These actions are remembered. They are recorded not on paper, but in the minds of the community. When the snows of winter fall deep and the hunt is scarce, the keeper of the stores opens the caches. And who gets the first and largest shares? The ones who contributed, the ones who invested their time and their courage when times were good. It's a simple, powerful logic. Your past efforts determine your future security. This isn't charity. It's a return on an investment of sweat, bravery, and teamwork. Those who shirked their duties, who didn't help, they receive less. The community's collective memory becomes the ultimate ledger, ensuring fairness and encouraging cooperation. It's the invisible thread that binds them all together, turning a loose band of individuals into a true society. And at the center of it all is one figure, the keeper of the stores. This person, entrusted with the key to the food bank, gains immense influence. They don't just guard the food, they control the when to open the caches to stave off hunger, when to hold a feast to strengthen social bonds and celebrate a victory, when to time the migrations to follow the herds or find new resources. When there are disputes, their ability to grant or withhold food gives their words incredible weight, allowing them to calm tensions and enforce resolutions. Their prestige isn't based on being the strongest hunter or the fiercest warrior. It's based on wisdom, on foresight, on the ability to manage the community's most critical asset, its stored time. Controlling the flow of food is controlling the rhythm of life itself. It's the birth of politics, of leadership, of social hierarchy, all sprouting from a pile of smoked fish. The group is learning a fundamental lesson of power. Mastering the time of food is the first step toward mastering people. As we look out at the sunset, the air is thick with the scent of wood smoke from the preservation racks. The fires glow like embers of a new kind of civilization. The future is no longer a terrifying unknown. It is something that can be planned for, managed, and controlled. But managing a society requires more than just stored food. It requires a shared understanding of time itself. Next time, we'll explore how the most human of inventions, storytelling, becomes the social clock that synchronizes the group. How epic tales of the hunt, passed down around the campfire, become the schedules that coordinate complex actions. And how shared myths manufacture the most valuable currency of all, trust. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into our deep past fascinating, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next episode.